Hello and welcome to another episode of Inspector Gadget, where today I'm unboxing this Emporia 5 smartphone, which is actually designed for the older generation. We'll take a close look now and see why. Okay, so we take a look at the box here. You can see from the pictures it's got a thing here called a smart cover, which has various quick fire buttons you can press through the cover, which could be very handy. And also we can see here we have an emergency button, mailbox, an octa-core 8 processor. It's got 3 cameras, so it's got a 13, a 2 and a 2 megabit camera. The battery is 3500 milliamp hours, which should get you through most of the day on regular use. It comes with a training book, and as I say, it's got an emergency button there as well. On the back here it tells you it comes designed for a nano SIM slot, so if you're not sure what that is, next time you speak to your phone company or you go to your local phone shop and you need a SIM card for this, ask them for a nano SIM and they'll know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, got the box off here. Okay, so got the installation manual, Wi-Fi connection or mobile data tariff, so just like any other smartphone. We have your training book. So it's supposed to be really simple and easy to set up and use. So even for the very older generation, shall we say. Okay, let's take a look at this first. Okay, so it comes with a 5.5-inch display, got the emergency button, training book, the 3 cameras on the back, which are there. It's IP54 water resistant, so it's alright to take out in the rain and so on. It's not going to break when you're holding it in the rain, but you can't like drop it in the water, in the sink, things like that, because then that will knacker it up. It's got NFC on the back, which means you can pay with contactless, like you see all the younger generation doing, which is really handy. And like I said, it's got the battery of 3.5 50 milliamp hours. Okay, so this is your smart cover. Okay, that looks like a charging like stand. So basically what you do is you'll put your power cable into there to charge up this actual block, and you just put your phone in there and it'll charge it up when it's in the base like that, which is really handy to come with actually, because nowadays any of the modern smartphones you have to buy things like that separately, which costs around about 30 quid. Okay, we've got a pair of headphones, which could be really handy. Don't get down with modern day smartphones anymore. The actual power cable, your charging power brick. Okay, so this phone also comes with 32 gigabytes of internal storage, which is quite a lot really. I mean, the modern everyday user, I mean my phone is, I think it's 128 or 112 on the phone I'm using now, which is the Samsung S20 FE. But because I film all my videos on my phone, I find that that's not enough storage for me, so I've had to put an extra card in, memory card, decrease the storage space. For the average Joe who's just going to use this phone, take a few photos when they're out and about and so on, 32 gigabyte is just about adequate enough, I'd say. It's got 4G internet, so the latest one you may have heard about is the 5G, which is the super fast one, but that's not available everywhere just now, but it is rolling out across the country. But 4G is still very fast on a mobile phone, and like I say, it's 5.5 inches screen, which is more than enough. And this is currently retailing on Amazon at the moment for $226.53 at the time of recording, which is not bad for a smartphone of this spec. Okay, let's start to move these covers off. See power on. So on the side, let's look at the power button there and the volume up and down. Charging port on the bottom and your little speaker there. And the headphone jack is on top there to put your headphones. Of course, it's an Android powered phone, so it's got the Android operating system. For a budget phone, this feels really premium. It's got a nice sort of smooth back on the side, on the back there, which won't slip out your hand. Some of the phones nowadays have got like a nice shiny sort of backing cover, so unless you have a case on it, you can just quite easily slip out your hand. This has like a bit of a, I don't know how to describe, like a bit of a groove on there, so it doesn't slip out your hand as easy. Like grip onto it quite nicely. It's a good size that fits in your hand quite nice. Like I say, it won't slip out. Feels really nice, strong and sturdy. So as you can see, the buttons are actually quite big there, so if you're struggling with your sight a little bit, your sight's going, and you find a lot of things a bit hard to see, hopefully, I'll just bring it up to the camera a bit more, you'll see that these buttons are quite large. Okay, this is where you can set a PIN code, which I do recommend. Make sure it's something that you do remember. So if you look down the bottom here, you see there's like 3 little square dots. That means you've got like 3 different pages. So you've got that page, the middle page, and that page. So first of all, it looks like maybe photos or just a picture there. You've got that big button there, which is really, really large to be fair. That's where you got your phone book, or you can use your keypad to dial a number. With your settings. That'll be for your pictures. Comes with some pre-installed, which look very nice. Your messages, write a message. Just some notifications. If you swipe right there, you can see you can add your 4 favourite most frequent contacts you can add there. And my phone number, so you can add your own phone number there in case you need to give it out to anyone. You've got your voicemail button and you've got an emergency button. I'll come back to that in a second. You've got your camera. You can set an alarm. You've got a calendar. The weather. It's currently disabled. The Play Store, which you can add apps to the phone. Get apps absolutely everything now. You've got the internet, email, and all your apps that you currently have installed on the phone. Okay, so it looks like you can set up this emergency button and you can set 5 contacts in there. So you can have, I don't know, your son, your daughter, your wife, husband, whoever is your number 1. So basically what will happen is you press the emergency button, I will try and contact that first contact first, and I believe what will happen if that person doesn't answer, it should move down to the one that's second in the list and keep going until it goes through all 5. Okay, on top here you have a settings button, which is where you can turn the torch off and on. You press that on there, you see on the back there you have a torch. You switch your alarm on, which is currently set default Saturday morning. Silent mode. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, NFC, which is your contact payments if you want your phone to be used as a contactless payment. Wi-Fi hotspot, mobile data, blah 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 blah. Okay, like I say, stick it on charge, you just put the power cable in the back there. Plug the other end into your plug socket, and then you just basically put your phone into these pins there, which will match up with the pins on the bottom there. So you just put that in there like so, and there we go, it's now charging. You can see it there. Or you can of course plug your power cable directly into the bottom of the phone and it'll charge that way. So as you can see from first impressions, it is designed for an older person who might have impaired vision. things like that might be hard to see. I'm just going to put the smart cover on now and see what this looks like. Okay, so to put the smart cover on, it looks like you need to take the back of this phone off, which I actually find the most trickiest part of the phone. Everything else on the phone has been so simple and easy. It was a case of getting my nail into the bottom right hand corner of the phone there. It was like a little lip. I had to sort of click it all off, and eventually it's just come off. And that just literally clicks in to the back. Like so. I can actually fold that smart cover over, look it into there, and now I have some smart buttons which can even make a phone call. Reject or end the call. I've got the torch. I've got photos. Like a video, flash, end call. So there you have it. That's basically a phone unboxed, quick guide how to set up, and a quick overview and first impressions, which I have to say my first impressions are I really like this. I really do. For such a budget smartphone, which is designed for the older people in mind, or anyone who's just got trouble with the vision, where you look at the normal smartphones and the buttons are just too small. Anyone in that sort of falls in that category, then this is sort of the ideal phone for you. It's absolutely brilliant. All the functions are there. You can pay with contactless. You've got an emergency button there as well, which is really handy, especially if you're like walking alone, you're feeling vulnerable. Got your camera on there. Well, you've got 3 cameras, the camera lens on the back, which is for modern day smartphones, kind of like the way it's going now. I'm really impressed with the smart cover as well. The fact that you can put this cover on and you've got those buttons on the front there, so like the quick action buttons, absolutely fantastic. I do really like this. And by the way, if you're new here and you enjoy this kind of video, a sub to the channel would be smart. Anyway, that wraps it up for this video. So like I say, if you do enjoy it, then please give me a big thumbs up. Please think about subscribing, because I do many unboxing videos and review videos. I also do tech news and tech deals as well now. So if you like this kind of videos, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.